Ladies and gentlemen, it's Friday night and we are live here at the Thingamajig Racing Channel for the World Racing Community Round 6 European Touring Cars Cup. Yes, they had a small break last week, a rest. The drivers were feeling rather burnt out. They needed to take a second before they faced Lago Maggiore. Yes, still in Italy following the Monza race of 2 weeks ago. The truck stayed over there in Bob is absolutely lag-tastic over in Italy, and they've moved on to the imaginary track Lago Maggiore to do back to normal format as well. Back to two races, 30 minutes and 60 minutes here. Right, I have information. We have time before qualifying, just about. Duffman in the chat saying good evening, buddy. Well, hello, how are you? Are you coming back for next season? You've heard Formula X, the Red Bull Junior cars? It sounds epic. Let me get some information for you guys. The regulations, first of all. I read them out every week, so we should know them off by heart. Here we go. World Racing Community Season 7 European Touring Cars Cup, sponsored by Hankook. Race regulations: balanced performance will be on, brake balance tuning will be allowed, tyres ×3, all compounds available, 2 compounds must be used. Fuel is at ×2, refuel rate will be ×7. The car class is Group 2. And grid starts with false start check. The format is a 1 hour practice session, 10-minute qualifying, 30-minute race, 1 mandatory stop, 60-minute race, full reverse grid, mandatory stop. Triple Crown events are still usual 90 minutes. I think we've had them. We might have one more. And that is it, I guess. They run two drivers, GT1 drivers and GT2 drivers, with a promotion and a demotion. So you'll see some pink stickers and green stickers indicating people from Group 1 and Group 2. They're allowed to use, here we go, the Audi DTM, the Nissan Nismo GT500 16, a NSX Concept GT 2016, the RCF GT500 2016, it's a Lexus, if you wondered. Right then. There must be more. Shall I say what he says about this one? Because he really does word it. MJ, the man who runs the whole show, words these things lovely. Round 6, Lago Maggiore, full. Cheo. We remain in Italy for the second event of the Italian double header, set against the picturesque backdrop of Lake Maggiore. This circuit offers a challenging mix of technical corners and fast sweeping sections. The full course layout pushes drivers to their limits with a blend of high-speed straights and tight, demanding turns like the tricky turn 1 and the sweeping curves of the back section. Strategy plays a key role here, with tyre management and precision braking crucial to navigating the undulating terrain. As the sun sets over the lake, drivers will need to keep their focus sharp to stay ahead of the competition on this beautiful yet challenging track. I've got a really horrible feeling when he said the sun sets. This might be dark. We might not be seeing much. So also in the chat, Duffman saying we'll see about the Red Bull Juniors. Garrett saying a, Psycho Sheep saying ew, and Carbon saying hello thingy. Well, hello Carbon. It feels like it wasn't that long ago I saw you. He's my lover. Standings then, whilst they're not qualifying now. People are sat in the book. Are you bored of seeing Garuda? Do you want to see someone else? Shall we look at Autosport for a while? Ooh, is that Bob still flicking? 8 minutes, ladies and gentlemen, I think, till qualifying, it's saying. So let's have a look at our driver lineup then. Akel is at the top of the GT1 group with 121 points. Bob is in second on 107 points. We've got Deviant in third on 106 points. Tight schnizzle between Bob and Deviant. Tommy in the Lexus is on 90 points, ahead of Chunky in fifth on 81 points. Then we've got OSX in 6th in the drop zone on 70 points, and Autosport 7th on 56 points. Then the GT2 drivers, we have Faceless Boy in the top spot on 115 points, looking for promotion. Then we have Fusion in second on 112 points. That could be Autosport. No, Autosport's up there. I think I was confused who Fusion was last time. MJ is third on 90 points, with Garuda in fourth on 77 points. Adnap is fifth on 66 points. Reckless is sixth on 33 points. And Nitro is seventh on 1 point. That's pretty hardcore, 1 point. 1 point and I'm done. I've scored a point and I'm out, boys. No more from me. That's enough. I've topped it. I've topped it. You can't do no more than 1 point. Okay then, so we've read the tables, we've read the regulations, we've even read about the track. Let's have a look at some of the players. Garuda in an NSX Honda, ladies and gentlemen. Missed a couple of rounds, so sitting further back in the table than he would like. Look at that, he's only done 4 laps and those soft tyres are absolutely spent, ladies and gentlemen. So this is going to be a tough one. They usually they lean towards in the races using just the racing softs and racing mediums. The hards are available, but we very rarely see them come out. But I think we might have to break on the hards today, ladies and gentlemen. So Bob, he was flicking around like a lunatic earlier. Has it settled any? Still looking like he's got the hamster in the wheel and getting that internet up and running. Give the hamster a bit of Red Bull. See if he'll go quicker. Thunder in his Nissan, and that is looking absolutely blinding today, sir. He's had a livery change, I am sure, and this one is going kapow, ladies and gentlemen. He is hitting it hard. I have no idea how these guys are going to do. We have seen this season so far, the Nissans have had a slight upper hand. I haven't come across a DTM yet. That's a Lexus of Autosport. Autosport finding himself at the bottom of the GT1 standings. But the bonus about that is there'll be race wins next season. If he does get demoted, he's got a chance to fight for a championship. So Autosport, he's got to look at the bright side of things. And we're in the juniors, so it's even Stevens throughout the field. It's just down to mad skills next season, ladies and gentlemen. Deviant in fifth at the moment in practice. Everything is looking tidy and neat for Deviant. I haven't come across a Cull yet, so he might be missing a round, which will give Bob and Deviant an absolute opportunity. Deviant was leading the championship early doors, with Cull and Bob both making mistakes early rounds, and Deviant being there to pick up the pieces. So a couple of wins under his belt already this season. But Bob and Cull, they have kind of like knuckled down and locked it out for the last few rounds. So Deviant, he'll be looking to get another win under his belt, get another win, get himself back in that championship battle. Tommy Roo, he's only a point behind Bob, I think, either, don't forget. Tommy Roo is absolutely been chugging it this season. He has been throwing that Lexus into places where it really oughtn't be going. And he's been coming out on top. So Tommy Roo, practicing his pit stops. No one wants that 3-second bang. Then we have our first DTM car of the evening, the Audi, ladies and gentlemen, of Chunky Ribena. And one worries, there is a shortish kind of straight for him to deploy that DRS. But yeah, I don't know if the DRS is going to be helping him out much around here, as there isn't really a lot of opportunity to use it. I mean, he's using it all the way down here, so he's going to be a bullet. But still, it looks like that. Well, he's fifth fastest so far, 4/10 off of Bob, and 1.3 seconds off of the NSX. That's doing absolutely fantastic in Garuda's hands. We saw Tommy Roo earlier. Cole is here, ladies and gentlemen. He is present. He is here to lay claim of that championship. Oh, do you know what? I'm off the leash, ladies and gentlemen. The wife is away. She has left the country. She has left Thingamajig up to his own, whatever he wants to do. Freedom. I'm doing the stream. That's what I'm doing, my freedom on a Friday night. And loving it, to tell you the truth. So, there you go. Faceless Boy in the pits with Deviant at the moment. The problem with Mrs. Thingamajig being away is I have to look after our kids. She didn't tell me about that. I didn't know she did that. I thought they looked after themselves. It's a bit weird. They need a lot. You know, and I don't know, me talking, you're thinking, yeah, well, Thingamajig, what do you expect from little kids? They're not little kids, they're grown-ups. In my book, they've gone beyond kidness. Now they're grown-ups and they still can't fend for themselves. It's ridiculous. I'm not shaming my children on the stream. They ought to be shamed. It's 10 minutes from the train station. I got a text on the way home asking to be picked up. Cole then goes on top. That's the love of my whinging. Autosport left out on top now with Cole going into the pits. It's very cagey out there. I don't think anyone really wants to show what they have. It's getting tense, the championship, ladies and gentlemen. We're just going into the second half of the championship, and I think there's still many, even though they've released what the next championship's going to be, and I've seen a lot of talk about the new championship. I do still think there's a lot of heads in the game on this one, a lot of focus on this championship. This championship's still open for at least 3 people in GT1, 4 possibly, and it's still wide open for at least 3 in GT2. So going into this second half of the championship, Cole, he has got a nice lead, but Bob and Deviant with every opportunity and every chance to get in there and get some wins. And don't forget about Chunky. Chunky in the DTM has shown some great speed. Where's MJ? Where the hell is MJ, for heaven's sake? Oh, big stretch here. What's he got on that's so important? I'm telling you. I want to write it. No one's done anything yet. I might quickly say, where is MJ? If he says he's got a cold, I'm going to do the speech about Carlos Sainz. He had his whole body organ taken out and raced the next week. Here we go. We're going to it now. Oh no, it's qualifying, isn't it? Sorry. Oh, got all excited then. I thought we were going to race. So here we go, on board with a Nissan. I'm not sure whom. It was Deviant, ladies and gentlemen. So this is qualifying for reals. Hold on to your hats. This is going to get fruity. So Deviant leads them away. They've got to go onto a out lap first. So we'll go on board. Go on board with the Deviant, and now in our chat telling me where MJ is. MJ is busy with his new house. Oh, look at him. Look at him, too good to race with those lowly scumbags. I don't know. Trash. Oh, he's not doing anything with his house. He's sat at home watching YouTube. He's just popped up. I dislike real life. Why can't we all just play games all day? Oh, MJ, it's been a tough day, man. I'm sorry. So on board with Deviant then, going around the Lago Maggiore up to the very fast hairpin. You can carry some astonishing speed through here, cut right across that curb. Try not to go out too wide and try and carry as much speed up the hill as you possibly can. This is, if someone gets that hairpin wrong, this is an absolute murder place to try and stay ahead, because the person behind you is bound to have got it right. Coming into here, breakneck speed, slinging your Nissan in, then try and kill a bit more speed, but it's a little ballet on the accelerator, trying to dance through this part, and I never know when to brake here. It is a game of dare as you fall, plummet, should I say, down the hill and back onto the start straight. And now we are on board for Deviant's fastest lap he can produce into the first corner, over the hairpin, swing it back right again, right over the apex. Beautiful stuff, dancing with the accelerator as we head up to the left-hander, and again straight to the right, killing the speed. It's dropping down a bit of a straight, a wiggle over the curb there, losing tenths all the time. And now it's all about bravery coming into this corner, leaving it late as you can to brake, aim for that apex, sling it up the hill and hope you've carried enough speed through there to make up for any mistakes that may have happened under braking. Then a little lift there to sling it to the left, then sling it to the right, sling it to the left. It's like a dance move. It's like a TikTok video, this track. Back up and on the longest straight of the track, heading down towards that treacherous hairpin, which we will see overtaking galore, ladies and gentlemen. It is just one of those hairpins. And up the hill we go again with Deviant sitting on board for his first attempt. I thought it might be nice, something different. And then going through the final section of the track now, the back end wanting to step away from him. The wheels are squealing mercy as Deviant wrestles his Nissan up and over, plummets down the hill. Whoa! Uses every bit of track there as he goes to cut the line. And let's see if that, ladies and gentlemen, is a respectable lap to Faceless Boy. 43. Oh, Bob's beat him already with a 41.4, but only just 7/100ths of a second. Deviant second fastest. We sat with him. Chunky Ribena wrestling the Audi DTM to the top and sitting on the second row so far ahead of his nemesis. No, because Garuda, who was very prominent in practice, has put it up to, well, for fifth place. Because Cole has now taken pole position by a second, ladies and gentlemen. 1 second, it's crazy. Bob in second, Deviant in third, Chunky Ribena is sitting in fourth, Garuda sitting fifth, Tommy Roo is sixth, Autosport seventh, Thunder is eighth, and the Faceless Boy at the moment ninth with his attempt. And the tyres are not going to take, we're going to have pit stops during qualifying, ladies and gentlemen. Faceless Boy at the moment though, he's up on his last time as he brings it into the hairpin. The NSX looks absolutely fabulous and shiny as you like, and he brings it up there and he's getting caught by I'm guessing Bob, because his car was jittering. He's doing the jitterbug. And the Faceless Boy then does not try to let any of that distract him. Total focus on the track for the NSX driver as he brings it around, trying to get every line as perfect as he possibly can. Steel Horse has entered and left. And then we have the Faceless Boy 42.9 and still leaves him at the back of the pack. A very tight time though, only 2/10 off of Thunder. They've all gone into the pits now. Colt still out on his original tyres. Autosport, he goes second fastest, then goes in to get a set of tyres. No, stays in, goes out. Bob's out on a run. He's on a run at the moment, ladies and gentlemen, sitting in third against Autosport and Cull, whom are both in the pits at the moment. Autosport now out to try a second run, and Bob's tyres are looking pretty shattered, ladies and gentlemen. I'm not sure if he's going to have a serious attempt on this run, because those tyres are half cut on the front. No serious attempt here. What's Deviant up to? He's got fresh tyres on. He's on an outlap. This is what I was afraid of. We're going to find a lot of people on outlaps. Here we go. Garuda is on a lap now. Let's see how his sectors are looking. He's up half a second, ladies and gentlemen. He's 2 seconds off of pole position, but he's only 500ths off of the Audi ahead of him. So half a second is going to leapfrog him a fair few positions. It doesn't look like he chose to make a pit stop. If not, he's cooked those tyres pretty darn quickly, one has to say. 4 tenths, ladies and gentlemen. 4 tenths up. Still a leap to come for Garuda if he can maintain this pace. Only one more corner to go, but it is the corner. Whoa! And he sent it, ladies and gentlemen. You cannot deny that Garuda did not send. He sent that with extra change. So Deviant is on a lap. Let's watch. We've watched Deviant though. That doesn't seem fair, does it? 5th. Chunky's just starting a lap. Let's stick with that. Sorry, Deviant. We did watch your first lap. Try and spread the love, you know. MJ's sitting at home. He's not getting to play. He wants to get the full experience. And MJ saying it's been a long one, that's for sure. And MJ saying I don't think this track gets enough credit. You know, brilliant track. It's beautiful, man. In VR, it looks delicious. So Chunky then, oh, he was down there. I didn't see how much. Can he pull something out? He's looking for 8 tenths on the Nissan ahead of him. The Lexus of Autosport has done an absolutely tidy job there in second spot. And Autosport really is looking to ignite this second half of his championship. And the Lexus looks like it is on board for that. 2 tenths up then. 2 tenths up. It's not going to be enough to debunk Deviant at this point, but there could be more time to find in the track. MJ saying, I've just got a new job too, which means that I'm struggling for time. I'm struggling for time with no job at the moment anyway. Hey, I've just got a new job too, which means that I'm struggling for time. I'm struggling for time with no job at the moment anyway. Oh, you're struggling for time without a job, so with a job, yeah. It does seem to soak out some of your time. Oh, Deviant's gone second fastest, ladies and gentlemen. And Chunky looked like he was mowing the lawn a little bit there. I don't think this one's going to be any faster. Oh, no. 3 tenths off. We are running out of time in qualifying. Cull is still atop of the pile by 8 tenths. Deviant just putting it up. It's second fastest with a 41.2. He's 500ths ahead of Autosport. 600ths, okay? We're talking very, very small pieces of time. Autosport on a run at the moment. Shall we stay with him? Let's see how this does for the Lexus. Autosport then in the top 3. Lago Maggiore looking well for Autosport. 3,000ths up on his own time. More 300, sorry. Up. Oh, my battery's low on my dual controller. Let me swap over dual controllers, ladies and gentlemen. Seems that the battery doesn't last that long nowadays. Get this up. I don't know what this is going to do to the sound. Hopefully we're still up and going, and I'll put that on charge. Wowzers. Here we go. That was a safe and secure handover of dual controller, or whatever they call them. How's Autosport doing? Because I was behind the screen. That's where my chargers are, behind the TV. So, oh, what a shame. He's down, but only slightly. That could still come back to him. It's a bit wide there, but he's kept it together. Bob's gone faster and ahead of Deviant. The final lap. The flag is out. So these guys, these are their last runs. Chunky did go faster, but stayed in 6th. Tommy Rue just got in there ahead of him. as Autosport does not go any faster. Stays fourth though. Fourth is not bad. Cull is our pole sitter at the moment. Bob's done in second. Deviant's done in third. Garuda, who set a time right at the end there, but it's sixth. It's not chunky down to seventh. Oh my God, the Audi is struggling here with the other two Lexuses, fourth and fifth. It's all right, we might have a chance to quickly look at that. So there we go. Cull, Bob and Deviant, the three Nissans, strong and at the top of it. But wow, Cull, that's tight parameters for Cull, Cull? Because Bob and Deviant are breathing down his neck. Autosport in the Lexus ahead of Tommy Roo, also in a Lexus. So they're doing well here. The Honda in sixth with the Audi all the way down in seventh for Chunky Ribena. Thunder sitting in eighth in the Nissan. And then the Faces boy, the Honda, he's just not getting any pace out of that car, is he? He's only 4/10 behind Thunder, though, so there's still racing could be happening. But my good golly gosh, ladies and gentlemen, I must say, the Audi DTM is a pig. Yeah, no, the controllers don't last. I know. And Carbon saying, and why do they only charge when attached to a PS5? I've got a charging unit. Yeah, I couldn't be done with that, plugging it into the PS5 all the time. It's now I bought a charging unit for it to sit on. It's one of those little things it sits on. Little stand. Charges two up at the same time. Oh, hey up. The countdown's on, ladies and gentlemen. We're getting right into it. Still horses in the forum, in the house, but not in the actual race. So here we go. Let's hope Bob's ready. He's never usually ready. Are you ready, Bob? Wow, that was a quick one. They don't usually nip into the race this quickly. They usually faff around for a while. So the lights are... Oh no, Cull started rolling, ladies and gentlemen. They've all got to try and avoid the Nissan there, and that is bound to send him to the end. And oh my word, you've got to keep your finger on the brake as Bob takes the lead, and Autosport now in the Lexus. Great start from him, making a jump on Deviant. Deviant, I think, got held up behind his teammate Cull with the slow start. And, oh, what a shame for him. He slipped behind the Honda and the Lexus, who sneaked through. Autosport then in second place. The start of his race. It's medium tyres for Bob, medium tyres for the Lexus, softs for Garuda. So Garuda aims to get mischievous early in this race and get some positions up. Deviant is on. Oh, Deviant's just been undertaken by Chunky Ribena. Side-by-side action from the Chunks and Deviant, and Chunky just slightly ahead. Oh, wow, wow, wow. Look at the racing, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, Deviant had a little off there on the curb, I think, and that has certainly put Chunky Ribena up into fourth. Tommy Roo coming back from a poor start. I think another one that might got caught behind Cull from that start. Chunky Ribena now up to fourth. Garuda setting about Autosport, who's trying to keep Bob inside, but Bob has got free rein, ladies and gentlemen, to do as they wish. Medium tyres for Deviant. Tommy Roo also on the mediums. Chunky Ribena is on the softs. He means business as well early doors. The Cull is on mediums. What a shame, that little roll at the beginning really stuffed the beginning of his the race up for him so far. 30 minutes though to redeem himself. Thunder in eighth, not getting the Nissan to work around Lago Maggiore. We've seen him have some absolutely classic races in that Nissan, but it's not working this time round. And the Faceless Boy in ninth, following him around. These two similar pace, so we should have some good racing from the two of them. Bob, meanwhile, trying to disappear into the distance as Autosport and Garuda go side by side, and now Chunky Ribena is joining the PARTY, ladies and gentlemen. Autosport Garuda just slips ahead, and Chunks is going to go for a move. Oh, it looks like Garuda backed right off there. What? He hasn't got damage. I don't know what happened. But Autosport goes back up in second. Chunky Ribena in third. Tommy Roo got the jump on Garuda. Whatever Garuda did, I don't know if he went just outbraked himself a bit or just had to overbrake him a little bit, but It slipped him down a couple of positions. Deviant still ahead of the Cull, and the Cull is looking to get back on top. Thunder staying with him, but the Faceless Boy has slipped back somewhat. Chunky Ribena fancies business here as he closes in on the Lexus. Lap 2 of a 30-minute race, and I believe Autosport, oh, and there he goes. No, the door's wide open, and he says, well, okay, if you're inviting me in. And that's rather easy for Chunky Ribena. No defence whatsoever from Autosport. I know he's on the medium tyres, but still, make it slightly difficult for him. And Tommy Roo also getting a wide open door. My good golly gosh, Autosport is he's leaving me speechless. Defend, boy. He's coming back at Tommy Roo. Now he's got the apex. Now it's time to defend that apex like you want it. Lovely stuff. There you go, Autosport waking up after losing the position to Chunky Ribena, and Tommy Roo having to fight for it. But I think Autosport is struggling with grip there, ladies and gentlemen. He's struggling to get that car onto the apexes, and Tommy Roo having a run. Now they're having a bashing of doors, and Tommy Roo up the inside, but Autosport still looking lively. And Cull's already up to 5th. He's got himself past Deviant, and oh, someone slipped. Oh, Garuda slipping to the back, but nothing's damaged, so still in the fight. Bob, 4 seconds virtually on Chunky Ribena, who's 2.5 seconds ahead of Autosport now, who is bitterly fighting Tommy Roo. And Cull has come to join the party. Unbelievable stuff now. Cull up ahead of Tommy Roo, and there is no stopping the Nissan driver. He is electric, ladies and gentlemen. In the chat, Vodka Rob joins us saying, good evening, sir. How are you doing this fine day? I'm absolutely banging, Vodka Rob. It's Friday, and I'm off the leash. The wife's out of the country. I can do whatever I want to do, so I'm doing a stream with a hot brew. But, don't tell her, I might open the conservatory doors and have a fag in the dining room. But don't tell the wife, because that's a no-no rule. That's a big no-no rule. So Bob then leads this race, 4.3 seconds by Chunky Ribena, who's on the soft tyres. Bob's on the mediums. They have to use 2 differing compounds, remember, in the race. So and the softs are not too bad. We saw them absolutely destroying themselves in qualifying, but at the moment staying with it. Cull is closing in with Autosport in 4th place, Deviant in 5th, Tommy Roo 6th, Thunder up to 7th, and this must be Thunder's plan after a poor qualifying and not quite having the pace, but he's got the pace now. He's staying with Tommy Roo. Tommy Roo did manage a 43, but Thunder is in the action here. So maybe he's just thinking head down, no mistakes, and just pick these crazy kooks off one by one as they all make their mistakes. The Faceless Boy is it's a battle of the Hondas down here, and like Max Verstappen and Piastri, he leaves no room. And Garuda, again sniffing exhaust pipes from the fellow Honda, and he's going for an impossible move, which is delightful for us, but not so great for him as he gets his tyres a little bit muddy, and the Faceless Boy gets a second breather. Thunder off on another mission, chasing Tommy Roo and Deviant at the moment. Autosport down into 4th, Cull getting another scalp, and now he's got his sights set firmly on the Audi DTM. He is right up his chuff, ladies and gentlemen, and ready. Oh, Bob's gone. Oh, Bob has disconnected now. This is a battle for the lead. Oh, this is devastating for Bob's championship chances. He is only a point ahead of Deviant, and now he has dropped. His internet did look a little... The hamster has died. It had a heart attack. But his teammate does take the lead in the meantime, and Chunky Ribena, no, does not give, he does not yield the position, ladies and gentlemen. He wishes to keep it, but no, the Nissan, we're in the hands of a Cull, is absolutely a weapon of mass destruction, and Cull there maintains, well, gains and maintains the lead from Chunky Ribina's attack. Chunky though with that DRS, trying to stay with the Nissan in the tow, just in case, and gets the sand kicked in his face. But wow, those tyres are going, ladies and gentlemen. 8 minutes into the race, and Chunky must be feeling lack of grip at the moment, but he's doing well. He's coming in hot, ladies and gentlemen. The Cull not being able to get away like we thought, and the Chunks is absolutely slicing and dicing, ladies and gentlemen. Autosport in the fight as well, and this win is still open. It's still an open book on the win, ladies and gentlemen. And Tommy Roo picking up a 1 second penalty, which is going to be music to Thunder's ears, and he's gained another position, has he? Oh yeah, because Bob's left. He didn't leave. I reckon his internet booted him. He said, "Thou shalt not spike lag no more." Oh, that's one spike lag too far. Vodka Rob in the chat saying, oh, hang on. Oh, press buttons. I couldn't believe all the support I was getting for the Watkins race, and I was late getting to the race replays. Well, I know. You're a well-liked character, Rob, obviously. A big player in the community. So Cull then leads the way. Chunky Ribena only 4/10 ahead of the Lexus, and the Lexus on the mediums means business as the Chunky Ribena's tyres slowly fade away. We're 10 minutes into a 30-minute race. Virtually, yeah, those mediums are going to go 20 minutes, aren't they? They're not even half torn. So Chunky Ribena, I'm assuming he's going to sling it into the pits right now and get himself a lovely set of mediums, and then get his head down and crack on for the rest of the race. Deviant on his mediums, he's worn his a little bit more. Tommy Roo in fifth on his mediums, Thunder on the mediums. Who else was on the softs then? Oh, it was Garuda. He's looking after his mediums a little better. Oh, and Autosport is through. Chunky Ribena with no grip whatsoever in the DTM, and he was close up to behind Autosport, and now the next man on the list is Deviant, who he's wasting no time. Chunky in. He had no choice, in all fairness. That car was going nowhere fast. Thunder up to fifth. Look at this. Even on a bad day, Thunder's having a great race. Autosport under pressure from Deviant, and Cull now 4 seconds to the lead, and the race is his now to control. He chooses when to change tyres and everything. He's got it all under control. So Autosport in second, Deviant in third, Tommy Roo in fourth, Thunder in fifth, Faceless Boy sixth. Chunky Ribena comes out of the pits ahead. Oh, Garuda's gone hard. Garuda's got hard-ons with Chunky on the mediums. So Chunky does fancy the mediums for a 20-minute stint, whereas Garuda does not trust those medium tyres. Let's see how that plays out. Interesting. Whilst the Cull then leads from Autosport. Autosport from Deviant, but Deviant last time around at 43.8. Autosport at 44.5. He's got to pick up the pace if he wants to stay ahead of the Playboy Nissan. Tommy Roo, last we saw he had a penalty, and I thought he was going to end up behind Thunder, but no, he's ahead still, and he's putting pressure on as well, ladies and gentlemen. This is a tight race here. It's anyone's game. And Thunder then 5 seconds ahead of Faceless Boy. Chunky Ribena with that pit stop in hand, and like I said, now clean air, nice open space ahead of him, just to sit there and try and smash out those fastest laps as he can, and close in on the other guys when they make their pit stops. Cool. At the moment, everything looking in control there. Autosport has dropped Deviant. Deviant picking up a penalty, and now is in danger from the Roo. Tommy Roo could cause a trouble here. Phaser in the chat saying good evening. Well, hello Phaser, how are thee? You raced with these guys, Phaser. You don't fancy Formula X? 75% Formula 1 race distance, pretty much all Formula 1 rules. You're in their Discord, you know. But so Tommy Rue at the moment really is concentrating on the back of Deviant. Deviant pays that penalty. Yes, he had the penalty, remember. Of course we do. So now Tommy Rue ahead of Deviant. And it's the two Lexuses, ladies and gentlemen. The Lexis are doing extremely well. They're second and third at the moment in the race, but the Nissan is looking very, very fighty behind. Well, where's Deviant? There we go. Half a second from the Rue, with Autosport 1.6 seconds ahead of them, and now Cole 5 seconds to the good in this race. Just consistent 42s across the board from the Cull, with Autosport 43s now, Rue's in the 42s, and Deviant 44.4, but I think we saw him pay that penalty last time around, and his tyres are starting to look woeful. Thunder, not as woeful, his tyres, and still in the fight. It's lovely. 7 seconds adrift from them is the Faceless Boy. Tyres are doing okay. And Chunky Ribena, head down. He's getting 43s on those mediums, but he wants the 42s if he's going to be hitting Cole up for a race at the end. And they're low 42s, mid to low 42s from Cole. But in all fairness, his first couple of laps were 43s. Whilst the tyres warmed up, and that's exactly what Chunky is doing at the moment. Those hard tyres, 44s for Garuda. But if everyone's tyres die before the end of the race, Garuda is going to be a happy feat indeed. Cole smashing it. Autosport ahead of Tommy Rue, and now Deviant slipping back from the Rue. So about a second difference from all of these. Chunky hasn't made him all nervously pit, but he was on the soft tyre, and you see it only lasted about 10 minutes. We've got 15 minutes left of this race, so maybe in the next 5 to 7 minutes we might see the rest of the field coming in for a set of soft tyres. Who knows? But Cole at the moment 6 seconds to the good. Autosport picking up a half a second penalty, which is going to close in his fellow Lexus driver. And Thunder 2 seconds adrift of those. No, Deviant, sorry, it's 2 seconds adrift now. 1.7. 43.9 from Deviant last time around. Tommy Rue 43.0, so that was a good lap. And a 43.3, so Deviant slipping off the pace. It's the tyres, ladies and gentlemen. He's going to have to put hards on. I mean, he's going to have to put hard tyres on, because the soft tyres are just not going to last, and at the moment he's losing some time. He was managing 42s at the tyres primo medium tyre. He was managing a mid to late 42, and now he's touching early 44s. Thunder 44.3 last time around for him as well. Are the medium tyres starting to wear him out? The Faceless Boy picking up a half a second penalty, and he's being caught by the Chunks. Now the Chunks is in the 42s, ladies and gentlemen. You had to have faith. You just got to have faith in the Chunky Ribena, and he will deliver. And that is exactly what he's doing right now, slamming in those lap times and giving Cole a nervous twitch. Tommy Rue is up ahead of Autosport. Autosport, oh my, oh my, oh my. He's now nearly in Deviant country, so I don't know what Autosport did, but he's got to readjust himself and not do that again, because it cost him a spot. And the Rue, we saw he had a half a second penalty. Do you think it was the half a second penalty that did it? Maybe. And now we see Rue getting half a second penalty, so Autosport better get a nip on and move on up. But Deviant is looking intensely at that space between himself and the apex and wishes to place himself there, and Autosport went wide, did he not? He did. The tyres are killing Autosport. Even though Deviant's tyres are worse, it looks like the Lexus is not handling a sloppy set of tyres. As Tommy Rue now in second, Cull stretching his legs for another lap. It's not time for a pit stop yet in his camp. We might be getting close to Deviance. He's going to absolutely slaughter a set of softs. How far does he want to take these tyres? Although Autosport's struggling at the moment. 46, he lost 3 seconds. 3 seconds and 2 spots is the story of Autosport's race on lap 10, wasn't it? Thunder 5.3 seconds behind though, and 5 seconds. He's lost time. He's lost a hell of a lot of time. 46.5 for Thunder. He's got damage, ladies and gentlemen. He's picked up damage, and that is a beacon of light for the Faceless Boy, who now can feel that he can get ahead of the Thunder. Chunky Ribena closing in after his pit stop, smashing the lap times out. Just don't think it's going to be close enough to Cull though. Cull's been doing some blinders. And 19 minutes into the race, Cull goes round for another tour of the track. Tommy Rue in second. He fancies another lap on those mediums, and why would you not if you're still feeling grip? Deviant still taking those tyres around even though they look spent, and Autosport as well. Oh, Thunder's in with that damage. Faceless Boy has got Chunky Ribena breathing down his neck. Chunky Ribena pulls out to have a look at the gap. Come on, cameraman. And Chunky Ribena up the inside, and it's an easy take for the Chunks with the fresher tyres. So Thunder gets everything fixed, and he goes to the racing hard, ladies and gentlemen. Thunder does not fancy the soft tyre for the rest of this race, and only 2.2 seconds behind is the Honda of Garuda. So Garuda's race has not been that bad, because Thunder was in the mix, if you remember. Cull leads from Tommy Rue. We are coming up to the 20-minute mark, 10 minutes. We saw the softs last roughly 10 minutes for Chunky Ribena, so we are in the window, ladies and gentlemen. Although Deviant has absolutely hammered his medium tyres, he may not be in the window. He might only want to do 7 minutes on his soft tyres, just because he seems to be a little heavy-handed in those corners. Hey, I'm a tyre wearer as well, just not as fast as you guys. So Cull leads from the Rue. Deviant in third. Autosport was second, ladies and gentlemen. That's the big news in this race, that Autosport was holding his own up in second place and had 1 lap from hell. And I think I saw Autosport going into the pits. He's had enough of those tyres. I tell you, they're not as bad as Deviant's, who's carrying on. Tommy Rue as well, worse, and the Culls. And if he thinks he's going to get a soft set of tyres, well, they're not worn that badly. Chunky then up into fourth now, with the Faceless Boy making a pit stop also. Thunder on those hards. Can he gain from these guys? Garuda, 3 seconds. So Thunder has managed to pull away from the Honda. He does not get ahead of Autosport, who has gone to a set of soft tyres, ladies and gentlemen, and is behind Chunky Ribena. I think he was, though, originally, before the pit stops happened. Possibly. And Bob, remember, DNF'd early in this race. Unfortunately, he did look like he was jittering somewhat. He might not. He might have just disappeared from ours. We'll probably find out that he was still in this race. They were all racing him. We just can't see him because our internets aren't talking very well. So Chunky Ribena, 8 minutes left of the race, up to fourth, still waiting for the guys ahead of him to pit. Cull's coming around. Is this the lap? Does he fancy it? He's still doing 42s, early 42s on the medium tyre, but he does come in, ladies and gentlemen. Is Tommy Roo going to mirror that action, or will he stay out for another lap, saving those softs? No, also into the pits. Deviant is mimicking as well. So the top 3 in for a set of soft tyres. Chunky Ribena comes around the final corner. Cull's already out, ladies and gentlemen. Cull is already out and on the track. And Chunky does move up to second. No, the Rooster is out. Oh, side by side. They're inside each other. Oh, my word. They have merged to a DTM Lexus, some hybrid. And Chunky then, it's neck and neck. Here, Tommy Roo on the softs with Chunky on the mediums. Roo sideways coming out of the corner. And Chunky Ribena giving it full beans and trying to harass and harangue Tommy Roo into a mistake on his cold tyres. Autosport only just behind, hoping to pick up something out of this calamity, but no, the Roo's tyres now up to temperature and he is moving forward rather swiftly. So Chunky now, he just has to hope that the Roo destroys that set of tyres before the end of the race and comes across him again. Autosport having a sniff up the inside, but it's not there. Autosport as well on those soft tyres, as is Deviant. So Chunky really is in and amongst it at the moment, but Deviant and Autosport are falling over each other, which is helping. It's helping the Chunks, but they are closing in on the Chunks, and there's nothing. Oh no, the Chunks has got damage. Has he had a rear? He's been rear-ended. Is it Autosport? No, Autosport's got no damage at the front. Tommy Roo? No. I don't know where the damage has come from. Maybe it's when they've merged. When both cars merged, somehow Chunky's picked up damage, but he's staying ahead for now. But Deviant makes the move up his inside, and Deviant then moves up to third. Chunky trying to keep the Sport behind, but Autosport has other plans in the Lexus, especially as he sees the sister car up in second place. That will not do. That will not wash. Autosport is the biggest cheerleader of Lexus, and he cannot let Tommy Roo be their golden boy. And a beautiful move there from Autosport. He's on the softer tyre, in all fairness, but still a great move around the outside of the Chunks. And now all the Chunks can do, it's a shame he's carrying that damage. Oh, it might be cost him as well. He was doing 42s. All he can hope is the cars ahead shoot their soft tyres into another dimension, and he can come back at them before the end of the race. But we have only 4 minutes to go. The Cull is flying, ladies and gentlemen, and he's shifting into another dimension with Tommy Roo in a solid second place at the moment, 3 seconds ahead of Deviant. And I don't think Deviant's got the pace to go for Tommy Roo now. So Tommy Roo, he can start counting on that second place, I reckon. Deviant in third, and Autosport is up for a fight. Now the big question is, can Chunky get him on the tyre wear? Faceless Boy turning his race around from qualifying last. He's in 6th place at the moment. He's got opted for a soft set of tyres, and Thunder, remember, put those hards. I think that's cost him against Faceless Boy. But again, playing the waiting game is Thunder, and hoping that the soft tyres kill themselves. And Garuda as well, going to that hard tyre, not trusting the softs. So at the moment, Chunky hoping and praying for a mini heat wave, which will cook the racing soft tyres, make them glaze. Is that not the phrase from that god-awful film? Oh no, the brakes were glazed, weren't they? Brakes were glazed. I know that because I played GT7. Well, wow, because I've never known a glazed brake in the game. But I'm not obviously as good as the guy from the film. Anyway, where did that come from? Autosport in 4th place, with Deviant in 3rd, Tommy Roo in 2nd, the Cull destroying all that come. Just remember, Cull, there was a time. There was a time, Cull, when you were at the back. Oh, I didn't quite get the start. I pressed Z, but he obviously didn't get it. That was the start of the race when Cull jump-started and got a penalty. Held on the line and ended up right in the midst of everyone. That didn't quite work out. I thought we were going to see the actual start. I pressed it too late. 2 minutes then from the end of the race, and it is wrapped up for the Cull. I would say Tommy Roo has pretty much got his 2nd place sealed and delivered, and Deviant, unless he's going to pick up a few more penalties, looks safe in 3rd. Autosport in 4th, he's 6.5 seconds. The tyres did not go off for the chunks, but that rear damage really did destroy his race. Look, 44s and 45s. He just can't get that pace down in the Audi. I don't know when he picked that damage up. I don't know if it was self-inflicted, ladies and gentlemen, or if it was when him and the Lexus merged of Tommy Roo, but that was exciting stuff. But yeah, the medium tyres have not helped him. It looks like he's pretty safe from the faceless boy. He was on those soft tyres. He's doing 42s, but yeah, he's not going to catch him. Thunder on the hards, staying ahead of Garuda. The hard tyre doesn't look like it was the right choice. Maybe the right choice for those guys as they were ripping through tyres. Oh, a yellow flag. Someone had an off. It must have been Autosport. It must have been the Sport, ladies and gentlemen, having a wee off. There he goes, just out of the hairpin. He just sent it too hard, ladies and gentlemen. In a safe spot as well. What was he thinking? Unbelievable. He is going to be distraught and destroyed after that, because he had an absolute locked-in 4th place. 8 seconds on the clock. These guys get another lap. DeFaces boy wants another lap. Thunder, he gets another lap, and it's Garuda that finishes the race, and it looks like he was not happy with that. Still not got to the line. He's going to reverse over it, but we're not going to hang around for that. We want to see what's happening out there. So yeah, Chunky does get that 4th in the end. It did come to him as the Cull brings it. Oh, he's away, yeah, isn't he? Tommy Roo. Great 2nd place from Tommy Roo, and 3rd for Deviant, again in that fight with the Bob. Chunky Ribena, good points on the board there for 4th place, stealing a spot from Autosport that just, I don't know where his head was at. He had an easy 4th place there, and I feel like we've lost someone else, have we not? So here we go. Cull comes to take the line up. And a beautiful finish from the Cull. Another win. Tommy Roo, essential points. Essential for him. Great drive in the Lexus there. Kept out of trouble and reaped the rewards. Deviant bringing it home in a podium position. Great drive from Deviant. 3rd spot. Moving ahead of Bob in the championship. Chunky Ribena. He got a little bit of luck at the end there, but I don't know where the damage come from. That killed his race, unfortunately. And he brings it home in 4th with 5th for Autosport. I imagine he is dismayed and distraught as Faces Boy 6th is, I imagine, not what he was expecting out of this one. Thunder, I imagine, not happy with 7th. And Garuda, obviously, we saw slinging it into the wall in disbelief and despair. Another win for a Cull. Great stuff. Pole position and a clean race. Doing it all. Didn't get the fastest lap, though. Who got that at the end? Ooh, Cull. Someone got the fastest lap from you. Let's have a look, then. The Cull, he did get the fastest lap. He got a 39.3, so I don't know why he didn't tell us on the title screen. Oh, hang on. Before we get into that. So Cull then took the win ahead of Tommy Roo in the Lexus. Lexus is looking tidy round here. Deviant in third, again for the Nissan. Chunky Ribena coming home in fourth, and I'd say a lucky fourth at that. The Faceless Boy in, Autosport in fifth, giving away that fourth right at the very end of the race. Faceless Boy in sixth, and I imagine that's two positions he wasn't expecting in the race. Thunder in seventh and Garuda in eighth, and we lost Bob due to internet issues earlier on. Let's hope he's back. There he is, Bob. So there are results for race one. And let's have a look what's going on. Is Bob still with us? No. Looks like the Bob has bounced. And now Deviant's bounced. He needs pee-pee, I'm sure. So while they debrief that first race, we'll do our usual. We'll watch a bit of, you know what, we'll leave all that off. No, we won't. We won't even do that, because Adnap's changed the settings again. What did you do wrong? What did you do wrong, Adnap? What setting did you forget? You don't have to apologise to me. I'm all right, Jack. I'm just having fun. So let's just take the driver name off and just have a small display here by the by our man Thunder. I want to open the conservatory door. Oh, there's a cat out there. How bizarre. And I'm going to do the unthinkable, ladies and gentlemen. Right then, in the chat then, Rob saying, I thought you meant me then. Oh, Bob, no, I haven't bounced. No, sorry, Bob. Bob the Racer in WRC. I mean, you're Bob the Racer in URL. I've hit that mic twice now, I'm really sorry if you keep hearing pops out there. Right then, this is odd, this is an odd feeling. My gosh, I feel like I'm being naughty, breaking the rules. So Thunder went for that hard tyre in that last race, and I imagine it's gathering information for the 60-minute race that we've got to come. He's had a good test on the hard tyre now. He knows where he is. If he fancies them for the feature race, the 60-minute race just coming up. We've got 2 minutes until a race start, ladies and gentlemen. If you need to adjust your seats, put your seatbelts on and get ready for takeoff, because lift your trays up and all that malarkey. So I feel this is going to be interesting. It does look like A. Cull is absolutely in another zone, but now I think the rest of the field, it's very tight, and they've all learnt something from that first 30-minute race. So I think we might see some interesting racing going on here. Excuse me. Don't do it, kids. It's bad for you. Makes you smell. Costs you a lot of money. It makes you cough. But by Jove, when you're stressed out, doesn't it calm you down? Good golly, there's nothing more pleasant than a stressful situation to have a nice fag. Or for our American people, a schmoke. So yeah, I'm distracted now. It's because I'm still too scared to smoke in the house, and I'm leaning halfway out of the conservatory, so I can't really see the TV. I can see the TV, but Thunder's just doing his thing, isn't he? We're just here watching Thunder do his thing. We'll sit at the side of him, right, Thunder? How's it going, mush? Did you have something spicy before the race? He likes to eat spicy stuff before the race, ladies and gentlemen. He thinks it makes him faster, gets him on edge, gets his nerve endings on the edge. He's all spiky. He's all up. Aha! He's listening, and he didn't have anything spicy. That's why he's having a poor race. He should have had something. Quickly, go and find a chili pepper. So it freaks me out when I realise that they can hear. I don't know how they can hear me. Concentrate on your race, my friend, not on what this fool is saying. So Thunder trying to find an extra strong mint, get him prepped for the race. A fisherman's friend maybe will help. Here we go then, ladies and gentlemen. No more tomfoolery. It is time to race. It's a reverse grid, so Garuda is starting at the front with the medium tyres. Mediums for Thunder. Softs for Faceless Boy. Autosport's going soft. Chunky has got the medium. Deviant medium. Tommy Roo medium. Cull is on the medium. So Garuda on pole. No rolls this time. It's go here for the 60-minute feature race. Lago Maggiore, round 6 of the ETCC, and the two Hondas are doing battle in the lead, ladies and gentlemen, but Garuda maintains. He maintains as Thunder slips through past Faceless Boy, and remember, Faceless Boy on those soft tyres and means to do business, and already the Nissan of Deviant is looming large as Thunder maintains second place on those medium tyres. And Deviant now in third as Faceless Boy slips down to fourth. Chunky Ribena, I imagine he just wants to keep his nose clean and stay out of trouble in these early parts of the race. The last thing you want is damage. And Chunky Ribena then goes ahead of Faceless Boy, with Autosport also having a sniff on the soft tyres around the outside, but he cannot commit to it. And he's looked both ways, has Autosport. This way and that way. And neither way was any good for him. Now he's going to go down the straight, and he's got to watch his 6, because Tommy Roo is there, and Faceless Boy defensive on the inside, but is it enough? No. And Autosport somehow, no, he does not survive, and this will be the impression. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. That'll be the clip. That'll be the clip, ladies and gentlemen, we see in the Discord after this race. Him wiggling off the road, and then, oh my God, you gotta be kidding me. Garuda leads with Deviant in second, Thunder in third, Chunky Ribena in fourth, with the Cull coming on through the pack, already up to fifth, getting on with the business of winning a championship. Tommy Roo is in sixth place with the Faceless Boy, who has been slipping back in that Honda. It has to be said, he's on the soft tyre, but he is fighting. He's fighting the Honda more than he's fighting the other cars on the track. And Autosport's having a moment that I can't wait to see is on board in Discord later. AMJ, something to look forward to. So Garuda leads from the valleys of the Welshland. He is now leading at Lago Maggiore in the Honda, and doing a superb job keeping Deviant at bay. Deviant, though, shadowing him all of the way and leaving nothing on the table. Chunky Ribena at the moment, and he's got to worry about the Cull behind him. Tommy Roo already slipping that down to the Cull, and the Faceless Boy staying ahead of Autosport, importantly, but the Lexus is on fire. It's lit around here, so the Faceless Boy is gonna have a few issues pretty soon, but Autosport at first, he's got to try and keep it on the track. Oh, Deviant. No, that's right. Everything's correct. Deviant is closing in, though, ladies and gentlemen. Deviant closing in on the Honda. Ooh, he suits you, sir. Right up the inside. Ouch. Ouch for Garuda. That was almost effortless for Deviant. Just lined it up lovely and slipped it up the inside, and I don't think Garuda wants to get involved. He's like, no, not for me, sir. Not for me. And Thunder then in third, but it's Chunky, and it's there. Cole having a small whiff of an overtake, but Chunky Ribena, he's not having any of that. He says, thou shall not pass. Today, I am mainly impersonating Gandalf. Hey, he says hello thingy on the back of his car. I just saw it. Hello, Chunky. Where's your podcast? Bloody no podcast this week. I was angry. I was absolutely angry. I was what am I going to do? I like to listen to my weekly dose of Chunky. The call is through, ladies and gentlemen. Podcast that one, you. Oh, Chunks. Hey, man. He's just a cut above. No, the Chunk. He's not having it. He's coming back. Oh, where am I? I'm on the wrong car. There we go. We're with the Chunk now. I just think you and MJ should podcast forever. I love it. So, Chunky. Now Tommy Roo wants a piece. What is going on here with the Audi? It is an absolute pig. Drop and take a hit and change the car. That Audi is worth nout. And there she goes. Not only is she slow, she can't go around corners. Oh, the Chunks, man. I feel for you, bro. I feel for you. You've got an absolute, I don't know what to call it, a brick. And Autosport picking up a half a second penalty there as Deviant leads from Garuda, and Thunder now in third with the Cole up and into fourth and closing in fast. It's epic, ladies and gentlemen, absolutely epical. And Tommy Roo now up to fifth as Faceless Boy goes up to sixth. Chunky Ribena losing the rear derriere of the Audi, and the Audi bit him like a piranha. And Autosport with a half a second penalty is just about to pay that one, and that'll give Chunky a second to breathe. Faceless Boy then is in sixth place with the Roo in fifth. They've got 2.5 seconds. There's a fighting here. Cull on Thunder. It's Cull on Thunder action. Thunder in the Nissan, and he's saying no yet. Let me have this third place for a short while. But the Cole is absolutely calculating. He's the professor. He's working out Pythagoras right now. He's taking in degrees and angles into account, and he gets through on a straight. So the degrees and the angles didn't even matter. Thunder then down and into fourth place, but I mean, it's Cole. Garuda in second. Deviant starting to slip away, ladies and gentlemen. The Nissan looking rather tidy. The Cole in third. Thunder in fourth. The Roo is in fifth with Chunky Ribena back ahead of Faceless Boy, more importantly. So Chunky Ribena isn't letting the Audi get on top of him. He is cracking on. He says, I shall not be beat by this damn car. He's dreaming of Formula Red Bull Juniors, ladies and gentlemen. That's what he's dreaming of. Equal cars, that's all he wants. Give the Chunk the same machinery. That's all he asks for. So at the moment he's doing okay, but the Faceless Boy on those soft tyres living with him, staying with him, and that corner is an absolute killer on the way out. And Autosport with the fastest lap, just to rub salt in after that terrible first lap, is is still in the hunt, ladies and gentlemen. Deviant, I was going to say Defiant then. Deviant, that's just a cool shit from DS9 if you wondered, Defiant. Deviant is leading from the Cull, and Deep Space Nine is the best Star Trek iteration, has been. Sorry if you don't agree. And Thunder now on the Garuda. Garuda slipping down the pack. He did a bad one last time around, a 45. That's a hurtful lap. That's spiteful, ladies and gentlemen. And Tommy Roo is all up and in his business. That's it, just one bad lap, and you're slipping through the crowd. Cull now up and into second, and 2.5 seconds away from Deviant. What can Deviant do from this, ladies and gentlemen? He has to push. He has to push like he's never pushed before if he wants to keep his teammate at bay. Hear the drummer go wicked. Deviant leads 2 seconds. Cull is closing in at 42.3 last time around from the Cull, with Deviant only managing a 43.1. I know I'm holding the controller because I'm still hanging out the flipping patio doors. I'm nearly done, and then we'll be back on the keyboard. Oh, Deacon Doo's joined. Hello, Deacon. Miss you. I wish we could. Can't we just do a round of sprint racing so we can get the Deeks back in the pack? Deviant pushing, like I said, he's got to. And still maintaining that 2-second gap, but there we go. Cull takes the fastest lap on the medium tyres, 42.1, destroying the rest of the pack. And the soft tyres, that was it. 6 laps, ladies and gentlemen. 10 minutes into a 60-minute race, and the soft tyres are spent. There's too far to go on mediums as well. So this is going to be more than just the 2 pit stops, I believe. Maybe Cull can manage it just with 2 stops. But the rest of the field, I mean, they've gone to the mediums. No, Faceless Boy's gone hard. Autosport has gone medium. So Autosport, I'm sure, will have to make another stop in the race. And the cold mediums giving him no grip whatsoever. And the Lexus is wild. The Faceless Boy taking it steadier on those hard tyres. And he's paying off. The Chunks is down into 6th. He's dropped behind. Oh no, he's catching up the Garuda, isn't he? So the Chunks slowly closing in on Garuda, and Garuda, it's just easy fuel saving. Is this a tactic from the Garuda? I mean, he's just hitting 45s on the reg now, ladies and gentlemen. And maybe this man is thinking longer game. Roo is on the Thunder. Tommy Roo has caught up the Thunder. And Thunder now has to defend like the legend that we know he is. And it's a big job. It's a big job because the Lexus is a big, big car, ladies and gentlemen. So Deviant leads from the Cull. Thunder under pressure from the Roo. And Garuda just sitting behind. And I think he's happy to sit behind. I think this is his tactic. He is going long. He's wanting one stop in this race, ladies and gentlemen. I think he's trying to get his fuel to last. And his tyres. Sorry. I'm slightly distracted. I'm done now. That was so naughty. Don't tell my wife that I just did that. She doesn't watch the streams. She tries to avoid the actual live one. She goes upstairs. So I'm safe. I can say whatever I want on here. This is our little solace, ladies and gentlemen. This is our safe zone. We can do what we want here. No one can stop us. Rah. The rest of the world can go to hell. This is just a safe place for you, me, and the sim racers that are going around in circles. So just chill, just relax, forget about that. Forget about those woes and let's just get into the race, ladies and gentlemen. Deviant still leads, but only by 4/10. My good golly gosh, damn it. Excuse me. Wow. I got so excited I released air, ladies and gentlemen. The Cull has absolutely closed in on Deviant now, and Deviant doing the 42s, which is not slow by any stretch of the imagination. There's a 43.3 there. He's pushing like he's never had to push before. It's a 60-minute race, gentlemen. Calm your boots. Tommy Roo in third. He's got past the Thunder, and we've got a real clan of cars here. The Chunks has got past Garuda, but Garuda, again, he did go into the 43s on lap 7, but I think he was getting towed. Thunder pulling right over. That is odd. Oddness from the Thunder. He's pulled right over and let them through. So the Roo then up and into third place. Chunky now in fourth. He's maintaining 43s there, and I just have a feeling that Garuda is pacing the Honda. I think that's an interesting one to watch for the future. With Thunder then, he's halfway through his tyres already. He is ripping it up, bad boy. Rude boy. Rip it up, rude boy. One step beyond. And Vodka Rob saying, I love driving that Group 2 Honda. Great fun, and you can proper throw it around. Well, tell Garuda and Faceless Boy that at the moment, because I don't think at Lago Maggiore they're enjoying it. They looked good in practice, though. Well, Garuda did. And I honestly think Garuda is maintaining a pace. I think he's driving to a Delta, and Faceless Boy and Autosport still cracking on with battleage. And yeah, they've pitted, haven't they? They've both pitted. And Faceless Boy, yes, because Faceless Boy put hard tyres on, but he was 5 seconds ahead of the Sport. And now the Sport is through and up and ahead. So Autosport absolutely cracking on, but I think he's going to have to make another stop. Another pit stop where the Faceless Boy, I'm not sure. He's getting through his fuel, isn't he? So, but I don't know if fuel is the issue here today. Tyres, well, they're halfway through, and we're only 16 minutes. And Deviant's nearly half a tank in. The Cull half a tank coming to. 16 minutes, so yeah, they're going to use all their fuel up. Yeah, well, yeah, they need to full up. So no, in answer to that, Faceless Boy can't, you know, there is enough fuel for a one stop, is what I'm saying. So I think Garuda is really, he's in the 43s again. See, I think he can do the 43s when he's got a tow, and he'll just he'll let loose. But other than that, I think he's saving. I think there is fuel saving happening there, and possibly tyre saving. And he's playing the long game, ladies and gentlemen. Deviant. Tyres are half worn. Meanwhile, still ahead of the Cull. The Cull starting to ease off himself, maybe. He got into the 41s and then backed into the 42s. Went once behind his teammate. So maybe using his teammate. Maybe Cull now realising how quickly they've pulled away from the pack that he may need a lift from his teammate for a few laps. And just fuel safe sat behind him. They've got the pace, they're ahead of the pack. And Cull's a very clever driver, ladies and gentlemen. So it wouldn't surprise me if he's piggybacking off of Deviant at the moment, letting Deviant tear his tyres up, use his fuel up. And the Cull can have a nice easy ride behind him in the slipstream. Tommy Roo, his tyres are half chewed. It did look like Chunky was starting to close in on him. His tyres not as bad as Tommy Roo's, but no, he's not right up Tommy Roo's chuff. And Garuda again in the 43, so maybe he's felt like he's fuel saved and tyre saved enough. And there's only 12 minutes away from the halfway mark, which I'm sure he's trying to aim to get to. And he's tried out the hard tyres, remember, in the first race. So he kind of he's got a feel of the land, at least. Thunder in 6th with Autosport in 7th. Thunder halfway through his tyres. It's not looking pretty for the Thunder at the moment on the tyre front. 5 seconds adrift from Garuda, but 19 seconds ahead of Autosport, whom has already made a stop. Went from soft tyres to the medium tyres, and is cracking on at the moment, trying to get some good laps in. A 42.6 last time around is definitely classed as a good lap. So Autosport definitely doing the right thing at the moment. The Faceless Boy went to the hard tyre, but it was quite early off the softs, and I don't think his fuel's going to see him, but maybe he's going to go back to the soft for a dash at the end. That wouldn't be a bad call, would it? If you could get the fuel to last, up to the last sort of 15, well, not even 15 minutes, those tyres are absolutely useless, the softs. I'm really surprised. I honestly didn't think we'd see an appearance of the soft tyre in this second race. I thought they would not even bother. Deviant is still ahead, and I honestly do think Cull is just piggybacking off the back of him now, saving fuel and tyres maybe. Tommy Roo slipping further back though. They're still pulling away. So what would Cull gain from jumping ahead of Deviant at this point? Deviant being used. Tommy Roo in 3rd. Chunky Ribena, his tyres half torn at the front, half away on the fuel. We're 20 minutes, so fuel doesn't quite... Oh no, it is going longer. I thought they only had enough for 30 minutes on board, but these fuel tanks, they've got halfway and not moved anything for the last 5 minutes. My gosh. Seeing some lovely synchronised driving here from the Playboy Nissan team. Deviant and Cull working together at the moment to get a 1-2, I am assuming. Tommy Roo, the fly in the ointment, but he has slipped back from the pair of them. Chunky Ribena keeping the Roo in check. The Roo's tyres a little bit better, I think. It's very slight from Chunky's. Thunder. So we've lost someone, Garuda. Oh, Garuda's picked up damage. Garuda has picked up damage, unfortunately. He's gone in to fix it, and that has screwed up whatever tactic he was cooking. And Autosport goes ahead. And Garuda, absolutely, Lago Maggiore is not his friend, ladies and gentlemen. It really isn't, is it? It has not been good to him, it has to be said. He's gone for another set of mediums, no fuel. Just in for a repair, sir. And he's going to be setting about Autosport. Deviant still leading, but his tyres are absolutely diabolical at this point. And we're 22 minutes virtually into the race of 60 minutes, and Cull, I think he's just tucked in. He's happy as long as he's in those low 43s, late 42s, early 43s. I think he's quite comfortable with that pace, and is happy enough to sit behind his teammate, let his teammate tow him around the track, and go in for the kill later when they go to another compound. Tommy Roo, he's maintaining as well, ladies and gentlemen. He slipped back a couple of seconds from those guys, but has held at 10 seconds for a little while now, and pulling away from Chunky. Chunky starting to lose a bit of his vigour. Dropping into the 45s for Chunky. Maybe protecting this fuel tank. It's very wide round there. Trying to protect those tyres somewhat. Still a good 8 minutes to go if he wants to go halfway, but even then, sir, the soft tyres won't go all the way. So I am at a loss at the moment with what these guys are going to think about doing. If it's going to be 2 quick stints on soft tyres for the last half of the race. This is beautiful, ladies and gentlemen. We're really getting a treat here from the Nissan team. And the dominance, it's like the dominance they have in this championship, that they can do things like this and really showboat, is a beautiful thing. It probably sends MJ up the wall. He's probably thinking, God damn it, race. I like it. Tommy Roo still ahead, another second on Chunky. Chunky now dropping time from the Roo, and I don't know what it is. Oh, the Roo is starting to use his tyres. Maybe that's what tells Chunky's tyres were a little bit worse than Tommy Roo's, but now Tommy Roo is he's still nailing it in the 43s, and he's burning through that set of medium tyres rather swiftly. 24 minutes, so they still, well, I say they want to try and get the tyres to halfway, but even then the soft tyres aren't going to last another half. So, yeah, the hard tyres are just going to be diabolical from lap 1, but they're all in that situation. Now, Cole coming in a lot earlier than I thought he would. Deviant stays out, but we know he can drive quite fast on an old set of medium tyres. The Roo coming in as well, but his tyres are looking quite painful, and the Chunk stays out. Now, Cole's gone to a set of soft tyres, so I imagine a quick dash, 6 laps or so on the soft tyre as he slides around. The grip out there is non-existent for these guys, especially on the cold tyre. They're really getting hurt with the track temperatures. I imagine it's late afternoon, early evening at this point, and the track temperature must be rather cool. And Deviant at the moment, wondering what Cole's up to. Cole goes to a set of soft tyres, but I think he's going for a short sprint and then in again for another set of mediums to end the race, is what I'm guessing. But we'll see. We'll see how it pans out. Chunky Ribena still on his OG tyres, the originals, his mediums that he set off about. Tommy Roo's been in and put on another set of mediums, so he is planning another pit stop. So that's what they're all planning. They're just doing two stops rather than trying to just get the one in, which was going to be impossible on those soft tyres, wasn't it? Garuda, he made his stop. He's put, well, he made a stop. Oh, he did change his tyres. I apologise. I said he didn't. Yeah, but he's kept the same mediums on. He's gone for another set of mediums, sorry. 42.6 as soon as he's out the box. Not messing around with 45s anymore. That strategy's out the window. Deviant's into the pits now. So Cole should, we would think, easily take over the lead of this race, especially being out on a set of softs for a lap. And he's pulled away from the Chunks quite rapidly. And then Cole into the lead. Chunky, can he get ahead of Deviant? Deviant filling up. He's going for another run on the mediums, isn't he? And saving those softs till the very end. Deviant out. Yeah, another set of softs. Topped up with fuel. Another set of mediums. And topped up with fuel. So he is obviously aiming to do another stop before the end of the race. And have a little sprint at the end on the soft tyre. Chunky taking those mediums very late into the race. Cole onto a set of softs. Quick stint on the softs, I guess. Back in for a set of mediums to end the race. Tommy Roo, his second set of mediums, so he hasn't used 2 different compounds. He stayed to the same compound, and the mediums, they're getting good pace out of these medium tyres. Autosport started on the softs. He's gone to mediums, up to 5th at the moment, so it's coming good for him. Garuda got damaged, so he's gone in, put another set of mediums on, and he's saving his second compound for later in the race. 6th at the moment, ahead of Thunder, who I think started on the mediums, has gone for another set of mediums, so they haven't used a second compound. Faces Boy, he started on the softs, he went to the hard tyre. And he's hoping everyone has issues and lots of pit stops ahead of him for that hard tyre to work. 46ers, it's a tough tyre to get any pace out of. It's frustrating at the very least, especially when Cole goes and does a 39.6 and Faces Boy's last lap was a 46 at 4. My word. Chunky Ribena, when will he pit, ladies and gentlemen? I think everyone else, have they not all pitted? Yeah, I think everyone, the whole field apart from the Chunks, has pitted, ladies and gentlemen. Chunky Ribena getting his money's worth, his 2 pence worth out of those medium tyres. We are nearly halfway into the race and the Chunky is going for gold. But still, it pays no good, does it? Because, it's very clever getting halfway through the race. But then he's still got to either put another set of mediums on and softs. Because he can't get softs to last 30 minutes. No man nor beast can. So it's interesting to see what Chunky has got up his sleeve. What he's planning here. If he can disrupt the Nissans. At the moment he's ahead of Deviant, but Deviant has made his stop. But Deviant has another stop to make. If Chunky can cut out a pit stop, but I just don't see how. His choices are soft and hard, and they're both awful choices. Sophie's choice. It's, what can he do? If he goes for softs, they're going to be dead in 6 laps. If he goes for hards, then he's going to just fall through the field doing 46s like poor DeFace's boy. Well, we'll soon find out, ladies and gentlemen, because the Chunky Ribena is into the pits. Deviant goes up and into second spot as he pulls a 41.9 out of the bag. And Tommy Roo moves up. He made that earlier pit stop and has got himself back ahead of the Chunks. Now, what can Autosport do with that soft run at the beginning? And then back onto the mediums, and he's jumped Chunky. They're all jumping Chunky. He's gone hards. He is taking the plunge. My goodness. Oh my word, the Chunk. A bold move, ladies and gentlemen. A big baller is what Chunky is at the moment. If he can pull this off, he is going to be capital G gangster. We shall see. I am excited, ladies and gentlemen. The Cole then on the soft tyres, going the route of speed. Speed over endurance. Deviant going for more pit stops. Tommy Roo as well, having to do another pit stop to put a set. They're all going to be on softs though, Chunks. I love it. I love your plan, but they're all going to be on soft tyres and you're going to be on a set of dismal hard tyres at the end. But why not? You've got to mix it up. It wasn't working before. The Audi is a beast of a car, and he is dragging it, kicking and screaming into the top 3, he hopes. And Garuda at the moment, he's got another stop to make before the end of this race, but he's going great guns at the moment with a 42.1 in the Honda, only 2.3 seconds behind Autosport, who is struggling with grippage. The tyres are, well, 42.7 is not bad, is it? That's 41.9 from Garuda that time. So Autosport is in trouble with those medium tyres, and we're only just halfway, and he's on his second compound already as well. So is Garuda. Chunky Ribena on the hards. Oh God, this will be amazing if he can pull this off. Thunder closing in on the medium tyres. Closing in fast with the Faceless Boy struggling with his hard tyres in the 45s. And that is the warning to the Ribena of Chunks. Cool. Absolutely flying on his soft tyres. He'll be coming in shortly for another set of mediums, we guess. And a top up of fuel. Deviant in second place. Deviant in second, with Tommy Roo in third. Tommy Roo doing his fastest lap of the race so far. Autosport under pressure from Garuda. Hey? Yes. Didn't see that coming. So Garuda closing in quite rapidly on Autosport. I knew Autosport had grip woes and tyre wear issues. And what's he going to do for the rest of the race? Another set of mediums? I mean, he's not had those mediums on all that long, ladies and gentlemen. I mean, for a while, because he had the softs on. But still, they've not gone the full 33 minutes that he's been on track. So, yeah, I suppose if he can get a couple more laps out, he can finish the race on another set of mediums. Possibly. And Garuda, he's still got a pit, but he's going to put softs on, we believe. Roux as well, he's going to stop at the end for soft tyres. And also is Deviant. Cull has used both compounds, his fuel's starting to flash, so he'll be back in shortly for a set of mediums, we think, to finish the race. Deviant, Tommy Roux in third, 9 seconds gap between himself. Autosport 11 seconds behind Tommy Roux, but Garuda really is giving him food for thought. I should mention food. I'm starving. I think she's away, so we've got no food. She left us with no supplies, ladies and gentlemen. You think she would have done a big shop before she went? My gosh. And yeah, Autosport into the pits. His tyres were woeful. Like he crossed the line, so I hope he didn't get a penalty then. And Garuda up and into fourth. Interesting strategy so far. The Chunks, he's doing 44.8, and the Thunder has caught him, but Thunder, I don't think's tyres are going to make it to the end of this race. Thunder doing 43.3s in sixth, closing in on Chunky 45s. Do you think he's decided the hard tyre might not have been? I mean, he could come in again. Well, why would you go on the hards though? I was going to say, if it was a total disaster, I suppose he could wait till near the end and go in for the softs. Because I think at this point he's losing a position to go. He's going to be a pit stop behind, isn't he? Because he's 11.8 seconds behind Garuda at this point, which makes him 24 seconds behind Tommy Roux and 36 seconds. So I don't know if he's going to be able to bother the Nissans. I still think he might have a chance with the Rooster, but he's going to be on soft tyres. So and Chunky's going to be on a really old set of hard tyres. It's interesting. I'm still here. This is science, ladies and gentlemen. We'll call him the Doctor, Dr. Chunky Ribena, or the Professor. He's doing science for us, experimenting in front of our very own eyes. The Cull then leads 18.5 seconds on Deviant. Deviant yet to use a second compound. The Cull has got no fuel on board. His tyres are used. And we think he's going to come in and put another set of mediums on. Enough fuel to reach the end and just tootle on home for the win. But there are another 7 drivers on track that have something to say about that. But Deviant does need to put a second compound on his car. We feel he is waiting to near the end to put on a set of softs to mount an attack on the Cull. Tommy Roux also 2 sets of mediums he's used at the moment. So we are thinking he's going to do something similar to Deviant and go for a set of softs at the end. But I tell you, he's doing pace on mediums. Really good speed out of Tommy Roux at the moment. He's matching Cull from the first race, isn't he? 42s regular on a set of medium tyres. Super stuff. The Cull into the pits then, and what we gather for a set of mediums and enough fuel to see him home. And Garuda 11 seconds from the Chunks. Now Thunder hasn't managed to get past the Chunk, so it makes me think that the Chunk's got a little time in hand, because when Thunder closes in, the Chunk he pulls a bit of time out of the bag. Deviant leads, and the Cull is out with the medium tyres, half a tank of fuel. Who predicted it, ladies and gentlemen? Who told you? Who told you? So Deviant then, how long does he have to wait until he can get those soft tyres on? We were seeing about 10 minutes, weren't we, in the sprints. Garuda in as well. He can't be going for softs this early. That's crazy. He hasn't used any yet. He hasn't used a second compound yet. Is he going hards for the last 20 minutes? That's crazy as well. You're damned if you do and you're damned if you don't, ladies and gentlemen. And Garuda has gone soft. He's gone softs, ladies and gentlemen. He fancies it. Maybe he feels that the track is ready to exit. No, because look, Cull just did like 4 laps on him. When did he pit? 18. No, he did about 8 laps, didn't he? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7 or 8 laps he got out of them. But still, I don't think the time adds up. It's too long. It's too long for Garuda. He's going to be tiptoeing at the end of this race, ladies and gentlemen, on a very used set of tyres. And so far, for the chunk, it is working. Thunder got ahead, though. Thunder somehow got ahead. Autosport is behind him after his pit stop. Did I miss that? That was probably how it was when I looked last time. But Thunder is through and up. But Thunder still to make a pit stop. But Rob in the chat saying quite harsh on tyres, this track as well. Very. It's all those sweeping corners in it and a couple of nasty hairpins. It's grueling for him. So Thunder got the one on the chunks, and now Chunks following him through. But this, Thunder on a nice sticky set of medium tyres. Sticky, icky, wicky. No stems, no seeds, no sticks. So Thunder on his way. And Tommy Roo, comfortable. 30 seconds on these guys. I think he can make a pit stop and get back out again. He had 17 seconds, the Cull, on Deviant. 18 seconds, was it? 17 or 18 seconds. And came out about 3 seconds behind the Deviant. So yeah, 30 seconds. Tommy Roo should be safe. He should be able to get a pit done and get back out ahead of Thunder. Thunder trying to get those mediums to last to the end, which Chunks might get something out of. Autosport on a set of mediums to the end. Chunky is in dangerous waters, ladies and gentlemen. It's shark infested where he is at. He has trouble all around him. Garuda on those set of soft tyres, but he's got to go a long way on them. So it'll be one to watch. The Faceless Boy. Hard tyre woes, but I think his fuel's going to run out before the end of the race. So he might be able to get a slammer set of soft tyres on that bad boy and just have a bit of fun at the end of the race, going for some fast laps, possibly. But it has to be said, the Honda boys, it has looked like they're fighting that Honda this race. They've really had their hands full in the Mugen Honda today. Deviant still leads, saving those soft tyres, but the Cull is closing in. And are we getting another demonstration like we did in the first race? I mean, in the first part of this race, where we saw Deviant leading Cull around. Is this deja vu, ladies and gentlemen? The Roo is only 6 seconds behind those guys, but he does have to make a pit stop. But he might be able to get some impression on Deviant. So if anything, Cull should be trying to pull Deviant along. They should swap positions and let Deviant get a tow for a while, because Tommy Roo is dangerously close to Deviant when they make their pits. Oh no, Deviant's got plenty of fuel. He's not taking on fuel in his pit stop, whereas Tommy Roo will have to take on a bit of fuel. Thunder pulling away from the Ribena, who is struggling with grip, and Autosport and Garuda both are honing in on board of the Honda with Garuda as we stare at the back of the Lexus and the Audi. And he's on them soft tyres. Oof. He's on those soft tyres, remember, so he's going to be looking to make a kill with Autosport on the mediums and Chunky on the hards. I imagine Garuda is going to be looking for exploitation in the grippy corners. So go alongside him. I like that side one. There we go. Oh, well, it's not that great, but we can still see stuff. So Garuda then, oh, look at the grip advantage he's got coming through this part of the track. Absolutely delicious for Garuda, and it's just there for the taking. He's going to get a lovely drive on them soft tyres out of this corner, and he's just going to power down this straight, you would think. Although that Lexus has grunt, ladies and gentlemen, it really does have grunt running. He's had to back off in the braking. And he's going to save it for another corner. You know he's got the grip, just doesn't seem to have the pace. That's not the place to do it. Chunky Ribena somehow, some way on those hard tyres, managing to stay ahead, and Autosport having a sniff at the Chunk, and the Chunk just managing to stay ahead. Now the Faceless Boy is coming in. What we got, 15 minutes to go. Soft tyres might not cut it for him. He might have to go to mediums. And here we go then. Garuda is upon them, ladies and gentlemen. And Autosport looking for a spot. Chunky having to drive a very wide Audi at the moment. Defensive with a capital D. He's giving Autosport the D, ladies and gentlemen. And Garuda is there to pick up the pieces from this. And there we go, Autosport in the very fast chicane. Has he overcooked it though? Side by side coming up the hill, but I think Autosport got the better drive. No, Chunky's back ahead. Unbelievable, ladies and gentlemen. The Chunkmeister is serving up a dish to Autosport of oh no, now Autosport's gone for it, but he's around the outside and the Chunk is still there. He served up a dish of racing to Autosport there, and Garuda picks up the pieces, says get back there, you failed. Sorry Autosport, I didn't mean that in a mean way, but you know, the Chunky did an amazing job there. He schooled you. So Chunky then in 5th place, Garuda on those soft tyres, and he's going for a deep dash, and it worked against Garuda. Oh no, Garuda's got damage. When did that happen? Oh god, no, not that one, this one. Garuda, did he have damage? He didn't have damage there. Oh yes, the Lexus caught him. Oh Jesus, poor old Garuda. Yeah, the Lexus caught him good then. Absolutely bashed him. And, well, Autosport hasn't redressed. Now he's redressed, has he? No. He's not redressed. He's just battling on. Garuda with the damage. And we saw what that cost Chunky. And, yeah. Oh, what a shame. What an absolute shame there. And it's a great news for Chunky though. We've now Autosport. Why didn't the front of his car? It doesn't seem fair, does it? That the back of Garuda's car gets damaged, but Autosport, who absolutely plummeted into him, doesn't have damage at the front. That is crazy stuff. It's little things like that you just niggle you about GT7. It's just why. That's not fair. Garuda was just minding his own business. I mean, yeah, I don't understand. So Chunky, because it isn't, what's the point of Autosport redressing anyway? He could redress, but Garuda's got damage. He'd come straight past him, although he should redress just for politeness, I suppose. But they're on chat together, so maybe Garuda said, don't worry, just keep going. Fight Chunky because of the audacity of his hard tyre choice. Now Thunder's getting close to a pit stop himself, ladies and gentlemen. Those tyres are quite haggard. 12 minutes to go. Deviant still leads only by 6. Well, yeah, because they're doing that demonstration driving, aren't they? 12 minutes to go, and Deviant then getting closer to the pit stop. And he wants to try and clear. No, and Tommy Rube definitely close to his pit stop as his fuel is a flashing. Thunder, his tyres. have pretty much spent, so he'll be close to a pit stop. The Chunks, is this going to work? He's got Autosport all up in his business, and Garuda unable to stay with him. That 45's now from that damage. And Autosport going for the move on the Chunks up the inside. Oh my gosh, I thought he was going to hit him as well. The Chunks though around the back, and Autosport, he completes. Great move, great driving. And Autosport then up and ahead of the Chunk. And Garuda then still trying to find something, even with that damage ahead of him. Maybe Chunky and his tyres slowly slipping. They are getting abused. Oh no, I've got 10%. This race better wrap up soon. Dabber in the chat saying TSR Sai here. Love your stuff, bro. Oh, thanks, man. You're very kind. I'm just some daft idiot that shouts a lot on the TV. So Autosport through and up, and Garuda back in. He is going to fix it. What's the point? He's got plenty of space to the Faceless Boy, and you never know. Someone's tyres might go off. There's some pit stops still to be made. 10 minutes remaining. Deviant leading, but I mean, Cole is letting him. To be fair, he's following him. He knows he's got a pit. What's the point? And it looks good. Looks good on the stream with the two teammates on track, very close together. Deviant pushing hard, 43.6 that time. Tommy Roo 8 seconds adrift. Man, he's rinsed that fuel tank, I tell thee. That fuel tank was flashing about 2 laps ago. He's somehow keeping it going around, but he's got a pit this time around. So has Deviant. Deviant is in, and he's bound to put those soft tyres on, and so is Tommy Roo. We think they're going to go soft tyres. Thunder really has hurt his tyres as well. How long can he go? Autosport, wow, that old rivalry from Thunder and Autosport coming back. Deviant's out onto the track. Soft tyres, 15 seconds, 16 seconds behind the Cull. Unbelievable. It's a whitewash from the Cull. It's a rinsing. It's he's slapping the opponents into another dimension. Deviant in second. Tommy Roo 11 seconds behind Deviant. He's lost more time to the Deviant there from the pit stops. Then we have Thunder staying out, and Chunky, where's Chunky? Chunky there, he's picked up a half a second penalty. Autosport should make it to the end, but Thunder's tyres are gonna be absolutely dismal. Oh my God, Wayne saying TSR Colesberg also watching. Hit that like button, boys and girls. Hey, if Colesberg made sim racers, they'd probably be the best sim racers ever made. So Thunder then in fourth. I'm doing your guys, I'm hoping to do your guys stream tomorrow, round 2 of the Tie Shredders Academy. So yeah, just keep an eye. Hopefully I'm doing a hell of a lot of streams. I've fallen behind. So tomorrow is stream day. So Cull leads. We have got 8 minutes left of this race, and the Cull has had a demonstration of how to just destroy your opponents. Deviant coming home on a nice set of softs. Is he going to try and take the fastest lap from the Cull? Tommy Roo, and I imagine Deviant's just happy. No Bob. He's only a point behind the Bob, and that's going to put him very nicely ahead. Tommy Roo, I don't think anyone can go up against him. Thunder, he's not going to get 7 minutes out those medium tyres, ladies and gentlemen. Autosport is definitely going to close in and catch him. 44.5 from Autosport last time around. Thunder a 45.1. And Deacon just popping out. And Chunky Rai Bean. Oh, there goes Thunder. Thunder's in. Thunder is in. He is, I don't know how much farther ahead of Chunks, but he's going to go for soft tyres, isn't he? Yeah, definitely. 7 minutes to go. Thunder is going to go to the soft tyre, and Chunky is going to have his hands absolutely full of Thunder and Nissan for the rest of this race. There you go. Thunder onto the soft tyres, and he's out to get at least 5th. maybe 4th. Who knows? I don't know though. 11 seconds. That's a hit. Garuda is there as well on a set of mediums. So Garuda went back in, fixed his damage, changed his softs to a set of medium tyres, and couldn't quite catch Thunder there, unfortunately. Now Thunder on the soft tyres, I imagine he's going to run and hide, and then Honda's there, 7th and 8th. Not great race for the Hondas here at Lago Maggiore. Seen better races from them guys, so you know it's not the drivers, it's got to be the track car combo. Deviant then in second, trying to push along, 140.2 faster than he's gone before. And can he catch the cull in the last 6 minutes? Tommy Rue as well on those soft tyres, unable to close in on Deviant. They're doing the same time, no, 40.2. Deviant a little bit faster than the Rue. Autosport, his tyres slowly going. He's only 5 seconds ahead of the Chunks. And the Chunks, though, is slipping with time as well. Thunder, it was 11 seconds. It's 9 seconds, ladies and gentlemen. 5.5 minutes to go. This is intense. Intense, I tell thee. Can Chunky hold on to this 5th place? Will Autosport's tyres stay in the zone? And Tiers, oh my God, Vane, come see what this is all about. My good golly gosh, you guys, the Tyre Shredder people, Tyre Shredder Racing is, yeah, I've started streaming them. I did round 1 a couple of days ago at Spa. It was good fun. And we're looking to do round 2, hopefully tomorrow. So, yeah, keep an eye out for the Tyre Shredders Racing streams. It's absolutely muscle cars, Group 3 muscle cars. It's massive. I like to eat a big raw steak before I do the stream, just to get in that mindset and shoot my guns. Cool, leading 10 seconds. Deviant closing in on the soft tyre. 4.5 minutes to go. Cool's doing a 43.0. That wasn't great that last time around from the Cool. And can Deviant do this? 11 seconds? I don't think so. It's going to be a big ask. Tommy Rue, he's not closing in on Deviant. Autosports tyres slowly slipping away as the Chunk making that bold and brass move onto the hards. But Thunder is absolutely chewing up the space between himself and the Chunk. And it's going to be tough for the Chunk to keep hold of that 5th spot. Garuda on the mediums can't live with the Nissan ahead. And the Faceless Boy there is, oh, he's picked up some damage, unfortunately. But the Honda has been an absolute pig today. The Group 2 racing here of the World Racing Community. European Touring Cars, round 6, Lago Maggiore. And we have only got 3.5 minutes left. I'll tell you what we got next Friday evening, live, ladies and gents. Girls and boys. We have got... it's hard. It's hard to think and stream at the same time. So round 6 is this. We're at Dragon's Trail Gardens, ladies and gentlemen. How interesting. Not even the seaside. I like gardens. I like that big, huge, sort of just continuously turning right corner and then under the bridge. Has someone mentioned their special off-season event? Well, I haven't. I was going to talk to you about numbers because I didn't know if I had to make a call for drivers to try and get... I didn't know how many World Racing Community were putting forward. World Racing Community, ladies and gentlemen, and, you know, I asked if they could, and they obliged. We're going to host Indy 500 for reals. 200 laps of the Daytona Oval during the off-season, either a Saturday or a Friday. It hasn't been... See, it's not all finalised yet. He's getting me to talk about things that aren't all finalised. But, yeah, 200 laps around Daytona. I think it's going to be the Nissan Silvia Group 4 car with an engine swap. But I don't know. But yeah, we might have a plead. We might need 4 or 5 drivers to make up the grid. So yeah, get closer to the time. I'm going to be shouting about it. On the edge of my seat here, well, Chunky now is only a second ahead of the Thunder. The Thunder is coming in hard and fast. Looks like Autosport might be safe at the moment, and this is the grand battle here. Thunder slinging Nissan at the end of this race to close in on the Chunks, but the Chunks has done so much. He deserves that 5th place, driving on the hard tyres, the one stop. But Thunder, he's up for it. He's got a can-do attitude. Cull 6 seconds ahead of Deviant. 1 minute to go. I don't think Deviant can do it unless the Cull throws it off the road. Tommy Rue in 3rd. Autosport, he's going to survive, isn't he? Chunky's the man who is under the pressure here on what can only be described as the final lap. Do you think they'll get to the line? It's going to be tight if they get to the line at all. I think Cull and Deviant and those will get to go across the line. I tell you what, they will get to the line, won't they? They're going to have to do another lap. Chunky is going to have to deal with this for one more lap, I believe, unless he can slow. Whoa! Running out of space there for Thunder, trying anything he can, and Chunky has it covered off, and Thunder's had to back off of that one. 15 seconds on the clock as they come up to the line, and Chunky's going to have to endure this for another lap, and Garuda is joined the chat, ladies and gentlemen. Garuda in the background fancies a piece of this action. Oh my word. And now the flag is out as Thunder goes for a move on Chunky, but Chunky's kept his Audi as wide, as fat as possible. His Audi is fat with a PH, ladies and gentlemen. And Thunder's through. Thunder's found a way. He has found a way, ladies and gentlemen. And Chunky on the last lap is all falling apart for him. And Thunder up the inside, holding ground, and Garuda's on site as well on the inside, and it's Chunky. He's holding against Garuda. Thunder's disappeared. Cull's crossed the line. Congratulations, great win. Deviant down to 3 seconds. Great drive. And the Faceless Boys crossed the line in 9th. And Garuda still behind the Chunks, and Thunder has moved ahead. Tommy Rue, a great podium in 3rd. Autosport bringing it home in 4th. And Chunky at the moment, and Garuda. Thunder slipping it on through. And unbelievable racing right in the dead of the race, ladies and gentlemen. And Garuda still pushing on. Garuda still wants that 6th place. Chunky is having to fight for everything. Autosport coming around that final corner, and Chunky still clinging on to 5th place ahead of Garuda, and Garuda throwing anything he can at it. Autosport finishes in 4th ahead of his nemesis Thunder in 5th. And Chunky, can he cling on? Can he cling on as Thunder grabs a great 5th place from this race, and Chunky gets 6th, just about ahead of Garuda, and Faceless Boy in 7th. What a race, ladies and gentlemen. What an absolute banging ending. Beautiful stuff. And there is our man A. Cull. Great win from the Cull. Fantastic stuff again. Oh my word. Oh my, what a roller coaster, ladies and gentlemen. Let's have a look at the results. So Cull takes the win, but only by 3 seconds. Deviant, another couple of laps, he may have had him. Maybe he should have pitted before. Tommy Rue had picked up a 1 second penalty on his final lap, but it was okay. He had enough time ahead of Autosport and maintains that podium position. Great stuff from the Lexus driver. The other Lexus driver coming home in 4th. It looked hopeless at the very beginning of the race, and he knuckled on down and absolutely pulled out a result from nowhere. Great drive from Autosport. Thunder had it at the end, and he had us all on the edge of our seats with him, Chunky Ribena, and Garuda racing right up to the very end. And a great finish from all of them. Chunky Ribena, a special salute. Hard tyres, 1 stop. Great stuff in the pig that is the Audi. Garuda in 7th, and the Faceless Boy just couldn't get the Honda working. here at Lago Maggiore. What an absolute banger, ladies and gentlemen. As per usual, the World Racing Community always deliver. And Vane saying the chase is on. Vane saying, where's he come from? That's Garuda. And Vane saying this is tense. It was an intense final race. Yes, as we get close to the time, I'll let you know about the Daytona 500. It's going to be what? We're going to be streaming for like 3.5 hours. We're going to try and have a safety car in. We're going to try and make it as real as possible. So, yeah, we're cooking that up. The WRC, World Racing Community. I'm not cooking it up. I said, wouldn't it be nice if we did an Indy 500? And then the chefs came out at the World Racing Community and said, let's see what we can do. And so far, it is smelling lovely. Whatever they're cooking in the kitchen, it's got a nice aroma. So, yeah, close to the time, we'll tell you about the Daytona 500. Again, what's the future looking for? Like, we've got the radicals from the VRC to do. I've got the BTC replicas from the URL to do. And I've got some more amazing tyre shredding racing from the tyre shredders. So, yeah, Saturday's going to be busy, ladies and gentlemen. Keep an eye out. You don't have to watch live. Just wait at your own leisure. You don't have to watch it all. I'm not making you do any of that. But, yeah, that's what I've got my weekend planned. I might not do more Saturday. There might be one on Sunday. So thank you very much for those that have taken part, those that have raced, and those that have kept me company through this stream. You're all beautiful people. Vodka Rob in the chat saying cheers thingy. Dava saying beautiful stuff, and Vodka Rob giving us a little wave. Okie dokie Loki Moki. Again, thank you. Big thank you. And Wayne saying top comms. Bless you. Okay. Tiru, peace and love. Peace and love.